Hey, Scott Russell. I want to give a little few thoughts on crypto. Many of you, if you followed my videos, know I'm not real big on crypto. I do believe it's part of the one world order they are pushing everybody into. The plan is to get everybody in crypto that they can control through having you register with a digital ID, so you won't be able to access your crypto without a digital ID. But there's always cracks in every system, right? And live in the cracks. So I guess I wanted to put out there the fact that cash is gone. They are going to tank cash. You will see cash, I believe, laying on the streets in the US where people have just thrown it out because it's hyperinflated away to nothing. And crypto will be presented as the answer to have a stable income, and you can buy something on a crypto digital dollar and it'll be $1. You buy it on cash and it's 100. They're doing that. I mean, I've shared some videos that indicate the remaining value in cash they are trying to inflate away. So you're faced with saying, well, I don't want this crypto and I don't agree with it. I don't want it. I don't agree with it. I think that it's a demonic thing. But it's no different to the rest of the system of the world, right? I mean, based in greed and lust, and people that are promoting it are changing the mindset of people for the globalists to get people to embrace it and to bring it about. So the quandary is where we're at is where's your line in the sand? You can say, well, I'll have no part of it. But ultimately, it's crypto will be here. It's digital currencies are going to be. Does that mean we push back or we don't? That becomes a personal decision. I think you have to find where your line in the sand is with this thing. Ultimately, they are going to make it a mark of the beast, I believe, where you have to get a mark on your forehead or your right hand to be able to buy or sell. It's going that way. It's not there yet, but the whole world has been going that way ever since. If you're a biblical person, Peter got up on the day of Pentecost and said, this is that spoken by the prophet Joel in the last days. The last days began on the day of Pentecost. So if you want to say, well, I'm not for this system, well, you've been living it, you've been promoting it, you go to work and you earn money, and that money is all part of a debt-based fiat system that is part of a one world order. So I'm not justifying it, but I'm saying let's not be over romanticize what's going on here. We've all been living in an evil system. Now, you can fight the system, but the system feeds on your fight. Or you live, I like to say to people, you can live in the world's economy or you can live in God's economy. When you live in God's economy, things go differently, and they don't make sense to a lot of other people. I know a man that was, before the subprime meltdown, had a lot of commercial real estate. He woke up one morning and just felt, I'm supposed to sell, and he sold it all, and people were like, you're crazy, things are going up, and this is right before the crash. Things are going up, the property, the real estate's booming. He sold it, and straight after he sold all his stuff, boom, it all crashed. He bought it again low and then coined it. And I think that's where we need to be with everything, with your gold, with silver if you've got it, if you can afford it. A lot of people can't afford it. Crypto, there's always something you can do. You don't have to amass. You have to know how to, I believe, live in God's economy, that he will take care of you when you allow him to. And I've had texts from some folks, ladies around the world, surprised me, that are living that already. Had nothing. Some have been homeless, and they're talking about how God takes care of them and provides. Well done, ladies. He will. Instead of making the system your lover, instead of making the system your husband, make God your love. Make God your the one that you rely on, trust in, lean on, and rely on. And so anyway, with crypto, again, I just wanted to make it clear. I'm not saying avoid the thing because it's evil. No, it is evil. The whole system of the world's evil. But if you feel to be in there, then go in there and be wise and get out. And don't enter a spirit of greed. If you enter a spirit of greed, like most people that are trading in it, I'm generalizing, very greed-based, and they are doing the work of the globalists for them. Well, if I was there, I'm never going to promote crypto. I'm never going to say you all need to get into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is part of what they want. It is their narrative. So I would personally say, if you're going to do something, use it to further what you're doing, but don't promote their agenda out of greed or lust or desire. And you know, the trouble is, most people, when they go into something, they want others to be with them. Well, you know, if you're going to be in there and trade in it, like I said, use it to your benefit. Find the cracks, and in those cracks, live in those cracks of how it can further your world. Because every system has cracks. Every system has flaws in it. And if you are gifted enough in that, you'll see the flaws. Once you're in there, it's just, you're that type of person, you just start to see, far out, how can they have a big hole like that? You know, and that's where you live and capitalize. And there's some very intelligent people that have lived that way. But so yeah, my word is, if you're feeling that crypto is there, don't think crypto is the beast. It is. It's not great. I'm not saying it is. It's not great. Let's put it that way. It's part of an antichrist system that's leading up to, I believe, totalitarian, authoritarian control. I would personally would not promote it, but I would also say, like I've said, use it if you feel to, and know, stay in tune with the Holy Spirit and know when to get out of it and when's the right time to change. And you could be blessed. But it's all about providing for you, providing for your family and your future. And there's no one answer to that but God. Flowing in the creative of God, the creative of what He's taking you and what He's got you doing. I love it. I can't keep up with it in my life. The creative that flows around it. I have to have days where I stop and just let my brain go, because it just comes so fast. And I tend to be one of those people that lives in high gear, thinks in high gear, does in high gear, but you still have to have your times to stop, because the language of the Holy Spirit is dreams and visions. He speaks to us in dreams. He speaks to us in a vision of the mind's vision, movements. It's not, God doesn't speak to us in words generally. He speaks to us in a movement, and we put the words on the movement. And follow. I like to say that movement is peace, right? Follow the peace. Follow those spiritual movements. I refer back to that lady that told me that she used to be very intuitive, but she doesn't listen to her intuition anymore. And I remember saying to her, that's a shame, you need to get back to that. And I hope she's listened, and I hope she is, because a very spiritual lady, in a good way. She hates religion, which is great, because religion, organized religion, just wants to control. It's another government system. But what I saw as alive in this lady was the Holy Spirit, and the rawness. It was a virgin soil of not understanding what to do with that, how to go with that, where to go with that. That'll come as she follows her intuition. And I encourage you, if you're an intuitive person, listen to your intuition. When it comes to crypto, listen to your intuition. There's no absolute here. You can't say, that's right, that's wrong. No, we are living in a fallen world. You are going to partake in things that are not that wonderful. But if it's getting you to where you need to go, then I think sometimes, depending what it is, I'm generalizing here, I'm talking about crypto, so don't make the jump to something crazy. But if it gets you to where you need to go, then I think it's, if it's in your peace, follow it. But then follow the peace if it says get out. And I also, my line in the sand is definitely, I will never take a mark. Never take a mark. But we got some time to equip and prepare ourselves. So anyway, I hope you're doing that. I might flapped around a little bit, but hopefully you got something out of that. May you know the peace of the Lord in you. May you know the love of the Father flowing in your life. And take those walks on the beach. Keep talking to Him. You say, "Oh, I don't hear." You'll hear, because your intuition will come alive. You'll hear because you'll start to have, perception. You'll perceive things that you hadn't perceived before. That's a hallmark of the Holy Spirit being alive in your life. God bless you.